Hey everybody, Spanky the Hero here. We are playing some Stellaris tonight. This will be the first session I record here. We'll see how this plays out and if we'll continue recording this similar to our other series, XCOM. Right now they're going to be released in parallel. I have a little bit of a cold going on, so my voice may crack a little bit. Hopefully not too bad. I did get a chance to play this a little bit, got through the tutorial and a little bit beyond that. So I at least have a good feel for the game. I've been toying around with a couple different things, like custom races and things like that. I think I actually deleted the custom race because they were stupid. But we're going to go with just the United Nations of Earth. I looked at the other ones and they're all very interesting overall, I have to say. But I kind of like the United Nations of Earth. One of the big things is your starting world is apparently is our traditional solar system around the Sol star. So what's important to mention here about the United Nations of Earth, they're xenophiles. So their xenophobia population modifier is reduced, and as it reads here, there exists in all of us a deep-seated fascination for the unknown, an adventurous spirit that rejects the familiar and glories in the unfamiliar, whatever or whomever it may be. So that's going to give us a little bit more of a positive relations on alien races, where we're not really like terrified or xenophobic would be the opposite. We're actually very open, and we're fanatic individualists, which is I really don't know how to play this yet, so we'll see. But population modifiers is more energy credits, so that's kind of like your currency in essence if you're looking at other like 4X games. Slavery tolerance, so there's a minus 100% tolerance for slavery if I'm reading that correct. So it's it's more of a positive. Now ethics divergence I don't quite understand, so we'll not even worry about that. But humankind is they're quick learners, so they gain 25% more experience, and they're nomadic, which is migration times are reduced and resettlement costs are reduced. Now there's another one. I can go through the different things that are backing this, but in essence it's another separation of man, in essence, where there's more xenophobic, and they're fanatic militarists. They're quick learners and nomadic as well because they are humans, but it's a different society of humanity. They basically started their own colony. I think we'll start with United Federations of Earth, though. I'm going to do a small galaxy. I want to do elliptical, spiral, or ring. Let's do a spiral galaxy. I'm going to leave everything else the same. I'm not going to really touch anything here. From what I understood from things I've read before is your AI empires, or your kind of your traditional AI, the advanced AI starts are more or less existing civilizations already in the galaxy that are starting to dwindle. So they're going to be really powerful tech, but they're not growing anymore. They're just kind of stagnant. So here we are, United Nations of Earth. So we are an indirect democracy. Our ruler is Dolores Mwanga. That sounds right. Species human, obviously. Our FTL, our faster than light method, is warp travel. So that's traveling to the edge of the gravity well of the galaxy and then using a warp drive to make jumps between systems. Our capital is Earth. And then we talked about our ethics already. What was this one? Our continental preference is for the type of planet, so we prefer continental planets, but there's also a balancing act there. I don't think you can colonize the others until you gain certain tech levels. But here we go. Much has happened since the modern humans first emerged in Africa some 200,000 years ago. Our kind spread rapidly across most of the globe, and soon the first civilizations took form. So there's a whole lot of stuff here. So we're basically entered the era of space exploration. So it doesn't look like we've been very well established. We're just getting into that
Good day,
phase.
Madam President.
We're gonna go no tutorial. I think I had know enough to get by. So we're looking at our panel over here. It shows Earth. We can see our military fleets, which is literally 3 ships. We have a construction ship, and we have a science ship. So all these are going to play their part. Our science ship can go around scanning items. So if we right-click on our sun here, actually we can right-click anywhere. We have the option to survey the system. Oop, clicked off. So surveying the system will send it around, scanning all the planets, let us know, well, all the bodies, because these aren't really planets anymore, determine what resources we can gain from there. The construction ship really doesn't have a job just yet because it needs to know where minerals are or research opportunities are. Oh, here we go. So we are right about here. United Nations of Earth. The Forbidden Nebula. That sounds very interesting. But this blue represents what our, I guess, controlled space is. So we'd want to have this science ship go around exploring everything right now. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to close these out of the way. And also, let's go back in. The other things we have here is we have a starbase. And we can see what's currently here. We have missile defenses and no other upgrades. But we can construct things from here too. One of the things I'm going to do... Oh, each of the ships, you can see they say auto best. On here in the designer, we can have it automatically determine like what's our best ship. And I'm going to leave it this way for a little bit until we start getting some discoveries, and then it'll start making sense having different types of ships. But we're not going to worry too much about that just yet. We have nothing going on in our situational log, and then research, which was what these are indicating. We need to conduct some research. What was the one thing? Oh, the science ship. So we have a guy on the science ship. His survey speed is plus 25%. I am more than happy to leave him be for his surveying, because that'll speed things up. But if we look at these people here, she's got a longer lifespan. Research speed on biology is higher, and his general research speed is higher. And we can look for... where is it? Leaders. So this is our governor of Earth. These are our scientists. We don't have an admiral yet, which is something we could use on our fleet. So we can actually recruit an admiral. So use up some of our influence points here early in the game, but I think we'll be okay. So leader recruitment's cheaper, which isn't too bad, but he has a longer lifespan. Nothing all that great right now, so I'm not really gonna spend the money there. Same thing also applies. I should have went back there. Leaders. Like if we look at scientists, we can potentially have, you know, military theory, research speed is faster, field manipulation. Like we can have science micromanage to the point where we determine, like here, planetary fortifications or field manipulators. I could have somebody who's experienced in field manipulation perform this research. Same thing with, we got a physics lab for computing and industry. So looking at all of these, not sure which one I like the most. I guess deflectors are really the way to go. So if we wanted to at this point, we could go into here, recruit, and grab this dude. But I think we're going to be okay right now. I think we're alright with what we have. Because realistically, it's going to give us a 10% increase, which isn't awful, don't get me wrong. But I think we'll just kind of... now that I'm thinking about it, I think I will. And I'll explain why in a second. Let's go back over here. I want to recruit him, so he's recruited now. And if I go back into the science panel, I can just click here and grab somebody that's available, which is him. So he's now in charge, and he's going to be researching deflectors. Our society research, so she's really good with biology, which we do have 2 biology options, but I kind of want to push for the colony ship first, so I'm not going to do anything crazy there. And then over here, he's generally 10% increase, so we have a couple options. Engineering facilities, not bad. So army damage, powered exoskeletons give us more damage and minerals, which is pretty good because it's more or less making our quote-unquote warriors stronger, and by making our people stronger, they're able to be more efficient at their work. But a defensive platform is apparently a station you can place far from the gravity wells of the planetary body that could be used for defense. We may want to consider that. You know, let's get the exoskeletons going first. Let's get ourselves power suited up. Now on Earth, one thing I'm going to do is I'm going to build a new science ship. That's why I wasn't so concerned about the scientist. I'll explain that in a minute. We'll swap out the other scientist. A long-lived scientist isn't a bad thing. Alright, so back on looking at the Earth planet summary. The surface is kind of where you're assigning your workers and giving them things to do. So we do have a couple little open spots. We have people working that are producing resources. What is it? Why is that green? Base 2. Yeah, I don't know what that's all about. I guess it's just one of the traits we have is giving us more minerals. So we have somebody here who's actually gathering resources, so I'm not too worried about rushing any kind of construction here. But we do have the option of clicking here and building items. So we'll worry about till we have something actually worth building, and even then we can like unlock these areas here to give us more room. And that's our capital world. We have armies for defense and for attack. Haven't really delved into that yet, and then what I showed you before, the shipyard, we can actually build things. So alright, so we have our first issues are ordered to our initial scientist. What I'm thinking about doing as an experiment is I can upgrade the fleet? To what? What's our, did it rebuild a new best ship or something? Let's take a look here at the Corvette. Oh, different ship core. That's right. So medium mountings versus small, which are definitely a lot more damage. Alright, well, we might as well just do that. First I want to split the fleet into 3 different fleets. And I want all of them to upgrade. You know what? I really don't care about them upgrading. What I do want to do is, when we have a fleet selected, you have different options over here, different objectives and a stance as well. So right now these are in passive, which means they will not move towards hostile targets, but will enter combat if the hostile target moves close enough. You have aggressive, will automatically attempt to enter in combat, or we do evasive, which is more or less if something hostile's in the system, get the hell out. For each of our fleets, we're going to set them to evasive for now. And all your civilian ships should be evasive. Yep. Evasive. Evasive. So and now this is probably like where I know the most is like maintaining your own system. So to get started, we're going to send our 3 ships to these 3 stars. Just to get started, and since our construction ship has nothing better to do, we'll send him to Alpha Centauri. Alright. And now we can just kind of unpause and let things kind of roll. I have it at normal speed right now. I'm going to try to leave it there for most of the playthrough, unless we're really trying to rush something through. But it's really nice just to like watch all this stuff go on. Like even, let me click on him. Being able to just follow a ship around is pretty cool. Like, wow, it's super freaking bright. Holy crap. Well, it is a sun. So, yep, he's scanning that system now. Everybody's kind of doing their own thing. These guys are heading to the edge of the system so they can make their jump. And we can just watch this unfold. Now, your territory can expand based off of, I believe it's population here. And you can build, you know, if you colonize worlds. Anything interesting?
Situation log updated.
Oh, we've encountered vessels, the Squawkies, Saucus, as genies until we learn more about them. Where are these guys?
Evading hostile fleet.
Hold on. First fleet has encountered. Jesus, there's hostiles already. What are these? Those are the genies. Okay. We got a good look at them. Oh, like crystalline. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know if we want to fuck with them just yet. So their strength is equal to the numbers here, so one unit here is stronger than anything we have. What's this? Enigmatic spacefarers. Counter wonders, spike their attentions. Alright. So they're just there. So this guy now is going to make a beeline out of that system. At least he should. Yeah, he's heading out. He's waiting for his warp drive to spool up or whatever. Right? Are you evading or are you just hanging out? Oh, I have it paused again.
Construction complete.
Alright, spaceport has finished its construction queue, so that means we got our signed ship. Now we need to assign a leader, and we just so happen to have somebody open. So we have inhabitable worlds on these systems. So let's survey here. And that's our construction ship. Let's bring that back that we've explored. So we know we have hostiles here. So we'll go send this guy to Stellaris. Oh, that's the edge of the galaxy there. Okay. And you can go to unknown number 291 and take a peek what's going on. I keep pausing it. Are you guys running or what? There they go. Alright, and this little indicator means we've encountered hostiles in that system. So these guys are coming back. Alright, Cirrus, another... Ooh, a continental world. Let's take a jump over here.
Situation log updated.
Oh, in Cirrus we have the Anis. So these guys here, which look like some kind of space squid. Oh, we left the system already, so that's fine. Alright, so this ship can make... What ship is that on? Our first fleet. Can make a jump here now. Alright, nothing really here, so we're going to jump around again. Oh, more than half possible. A tomb world. Well, that sounds interesting. Ocean world, a tomb world. Rocky world, nitro oxygen. Currently experiencing nuclear winter. Ooh. Okay, so that does not sound great. But we're here exploring the galaxy to see what we can find. So our scout ship has arrived. Oh, we can also see this little Z means it's not doing anything. Oh, nothing there. So I'm just going to keep sending things out. Nothing there. We're just going to scout out the systems. How are we doing here? So, oh, let me go back out. So I could see some information here. I have this little box checked, which gives me a little more information about all the worlds. I like having all the information at my fingertips, but we can see that there's 4 energy credits available. And those are from Uranus. So Uranus has 4 energy. What I could do here is right-click and then build a mining station. And that'll give me the option to mine energy credits, but I don't want to just yet. I want to build up my my minerals first. Alright, third fleet. Nothing yet. Nothing there. Second fleet. Whoops, I double clicked. Nothing here. Just doing my little scout routine. Oh, we already have 2 energy credits discovered here. I could potentially jump into have a third science ship, but I think that's gonna not do us much good. Oh, here what do we got here? Ocean world. Go here. I'm just gonna send everybody jumping around until we find something interesting. We got here an arid world.
Evading hostile fleet.
Oh, we got hostiles. Oh, we got more of these. Those crystal guys? Yep. There's a whole bunch of them here. There's a potential ocean world there. So he's gonna retreat back. This guy is doing his scanning.
Evading hostile fleet.
Ooh, we have another one evading. Ooh, What's that? That's a little bit... Oh, it's these guys. There's 3 of them. Wow. And there is a desert and an Arctic world there. Okay. Nothing too interesting as of yet. Oh, he's making his jump. I want you to go here. When you're done, your jump. Actually, what's that?
Situation log updated. Evading
Wisps.
hostile fleet.
Alright, so we'll ignore those guys for a little bit. So we have some interesting shit going on around us. What's that? It's our construction ship. Oh, we have minerals. Go get those real quick. Alright, so everybody's done with their evasion, it seems. Alright, so they're here. Can we jump to there? Jump through the system to get there. Second fleet. Check out, was that Moonboth? Monboth. Sure, why not? And then these guys, I'm gonna send them more towards the center because we're actually that's another part of the this whole another spiral arm. So this could be a very good strategic place to build a system, because that's going to allow access to the adjacent spiral arm. All right, let's jump it across space.
Evading hostile fleet.
Oh, we have another evasion. Moonboth, what the hell is all this? Oh, it's these drone dudes. Okay. You get the hell out of there, buddy. Down here looks pretty safe. I mean, there's not much. It's a big system. Wow. But these could be good places to build, like almost like a frontier. Wow, look at that. Neutron star. That looks cool as shit. So we'll have to see what kind of strategic value we can put on this system to keep people from jumping across. Alright, we went over there. Let's go there. Oh, we're paused again. Getting a little antsy overall. Trying not to make mistakes. Are you still there? Oh, you're leaving the system. Right? Yeah. Good. We're not engaging them. They're not super strong. Oh, no, those are like the little bases. So now we know that
Evading
there's
hostile fleet.
oh, more hostiles here. Alright, oh, we got some more minerals, or the same ones? Same ones. But we do have some society research points, which would
System
give us
survey complete.
bolstering towards this. Alright, so Alpha Centauri has been fully surveyed. And look at that, we have minerals and a hospitable world. Habitable. I guess that's the word I was looking for. It's a continental world. Wonderful. We'll have to make sure we send our dudes here. Alright, so Alpha Centauri's been totally looked at. Let's take a look at Cirrus. We saw an alien vessel there, but I think they were just passing through. Let's take a look at this system. That's got an ocean world. I don't know if I want to check out that. That one had the continental world, right? Yeah. Let's take a risk. They'll jump out if anything's wrong. Let's go. We send the first fleet here? No? Oh, they're still traveling. Whoops. You can't like reissue orders while they're in doing an FTL jump. Alright, can we jump anywhere here? There we go. We can jump there. Let's scope out this section here. This is what I concern myself with, because that's like our immediate neighbors. Alright. You guys gonna make that jump? Everybody else is doing their jump thing. What about you? Oh, there they go. Okay, they're going. Alright, so... Alright, there's no hostiles there. That's good to know.
Anomaly found.
Alright, so anomalies. When doing your scanning, you'll come across an anomaly. In this case, we have Adam Rolston. During the survey of our home system, we found something on Callisto that did not match the earlier observations made from our homeworld. Really specific. So what's that? It's one of Jupiter's moons? Interesting. So it shows you like a risk in the level of it. In this case, there's 0 risk, so I'm gonna just tell him to research, and he'll take care of that. Construction of mining station is done. Wonderful. We're still okay overall resource-wise, but we did note that Alpha Centauri does have some minerals that we could use. Oh, that was the mining station. So I grabbed the construction ship and tell it to build another one. And we'll keep doing that until we get everything surveyed and we figure out what's the best way to proceed. What are we doing here? So we have, what's this? A Gaia world. Hello. So we have a Gaia world. We don't know how habitable it is yet, but we should probably send one of our science ships here to investigate. So I'm going to leave those guys there. I'm going to leave him at Cirrus. I'm going to send them there as well. Actually, no, I'll send them over. Ooh, what's that? Unidentified empire. Fascinating. So this is going to open up a bit of a challenge. If we have an empire here, they may try to take this world. So we need to see what it's all about before we give it up to these guys to take. There's 2 ways now that we can claim territory. We can colonize a planet, or we can build what's called a... Shit, what's it called? A frontier outpost, which is just like a little space station outpost that's...
Evading hostile fleet.
Where's our hostile fleet? Oh, here. Interesting. Looks like there's an Arctic world here. So they're beelining it out. Alright. Let's send these guys to here as well. They're going to encounter a hostile fleet, aren't they? Or no? Doesn't look like it.
Evading hostile fleet.
We're not getting attacked, right? No. Okay. They're just evading. That's fine. Let them evade for now. Let's spot our science ship. How's the scans going? So far, so good. So there's a possible habitable world here. This is the continental one. Alright, so we gotta wait for it to be scanned. Well, actually, you know what? Let's survey it now, so we see what's up. We still have quite a bit of time until we research the colony ship. But if we need to start building like outposts... Oh, what's this? We found one of our old probes on Costello. It's somehow kept intact all these years, just trying to send data to our homeworld. It's a testament to the past struggles and our wish to flee our planet's bounds. We should continue. Okay, yeah, just anomaly's good. Yeah, got it. So what's that? That's our construction ship. He's going in to start doing his builder thing. All right, can you get to here fairly easily? Another Gaia world. Oh my god. You're the Gaia world? You are. Alright, we're gonna have to get some research going quick. Alright, science ship has scanned the world. Is it worthwhile planet? So what we can do is we can see that there's natural beauty, which is wonderful, and it's ultra rich. That's really good. And here's the building slots, which are very open, and a couple things with 2 on it. That's pretty good. I think that's pretty good. And we can put a research station in orbit, which we're not going to do yet.